Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name's Farah Halabi and I'm a professional Muslimah life coach, and I'd like to ask you a question. What's been on your mind recently? What's been on your mind in the last couple of days? What's been going on for you today in your mind? Not what you've been doing, but what's been going on up here? What have you lent your mind energy to? What have you been thinking about? What has consumed your thoughts? For some of us, we might know the answer to that straight away. We might spend a lot of times in our heads thinking about what we're thinking about. For some of us, we may not give it a second thought. We may just be going along our day, doing what we're doing, cracking on with life. And there could be a million different other ways that you could answer that question. Could be, yep, you could tell me straight away. It could be, oh, let me just have a think about it. Oh, don't know, not much really. Or any other way that you could answer that question. But I'm asking you to think about the answer to that question now, to think about it now. What has been consuming your mind today? What has been the story percolating in your mind? What has been going on for you upstairs? Now, you might wonder, well, why do you want to know? And it's not because I'm a nosy Parker, although I am a little bit, but it is when you become aware of what consumes your mind. When you become aware of what goes on in your mind, because it goes on whether you are aware of it or not. The story percolating, the way in which you navigate your world, the way in which you attend to your thoughts, or don't actively or conscientiously attend to your thoughts. It goes on regardless, whether you think about it or not. You're always thinking. You're always working things out. You're always making decisions, making choices, and they may feel, or you might think that they're really, really quick, that they just happen automatically. But there's a lot that is going on. So to become aware of what actually consumes your mind requires you to pause, just to give it some conscious thought, to consciously think about what you think about or what you have been thinking about today. Now, for the work that I do with my clients, becoming aware of what's on their mind is absolutely key, because our thoughts are pretty important. We have between 70,000 and 100,000 of them per day, apparently. So there's quite a lot that goes on. But if I was to ask you to remember all of them, probably take you, if you could, a really long time to write them all down. But the ones that you can remember, the ones that have been percolating either in the background or you've been mulling over stuff while you've been carrying on with your day, they're the ones that are going to impact how you crack on with the rest of your day, how you show up in your world, in your relationships, in your life. Because what consumes your mind powers your behaviour, powers what you do. We don't just go around doing things willy-nilly or accidentally or of some like on impulse. We carry out our lives, we behave, we take action, we do stuff based on what we think. Going to the shops, you've got to have a thought. You've got to have had a thought about that. Going to work, think about it. Do what you need to do to get to work. Get up, get dressed, do what you need to do. Or if you don't work outside the home, get up, do whatever it is that you do within the home. Or if you're working from home, there are still things that you do. It comes from a thought. You don't just get up and go on autopilot, although sometimes it might feel like that. And again, you might be thinking, oh my goodness, what's she on about now? She's always banging on about thoughts. Well, because thoughts are such a big deal, and because your life is a really big deal, if you want to have the life, if you want to create the life you want, well, first of all, why? Why is that important? Is that a thing? Is that even a thing? Do you even think about it? But if you think about it now, what would it take to create the life that you want? What is it that you do want? Think about your life right now. Think about what you want out of your life. Think about how you want to show up in that life. Think about how you want to feel, how you want to be, who you want to be, living the life that you want. Now imagine that you have that life. Is it a life that you love? If it's one that you want, that's going the way that you have hoped and dreamed and desired for it to be, is that a life that you can love? Is that living a life, being who you want to be, feeling how you want to feel, interacting, showing up in your relationships, in your profession, in your community, in your home, the way that you want? Do you think you'd love that life? Do you think that you would be able to, having created the life that you want, go on to create a life you will love? Now, I know as always I ask a lot more questions, but I'm really interested because this is what the amazing women that work with me, this is the work that we do together. We uncover, we become aware, we peel back the layers of who we are, of what we think, of how we want to behave, what actions we want to take. And it comes to really optimizing and understanding and really becoming aware of what's going on up here and in here, and how that connects to how we feel, how we behave, how we show up in life, and the results, the outcomes of our life. It's a bit of a formula. If you want to create not only the life that you want, but a life that you love, then I have a masterclass for you. It's next week. I'm going to pop the details in my private Facebook group. If you want the details of that, it's in the comment below. It's in the first comment below or above, depending where you're watching this. But I shall be streaming it live into my group. It will be over Zoom. And if you would like the details, then drop me an email at connect@farahhalabi.com or private message me in whatever channel you're watching this on. But if you are a professional Muslimah who is ready to take real leadership of her life, who's tried lots of different tools, techniques, therapies, modalities, read all of the books about various different self-help, how to be the best, I don't know, person, how to be the real you, and isn't really buying into this whole new year, new you vibe that's going along. How about understanding who you are, who you want to be, and how capable you are of being that person? How you have everything within you that you need to show up in this world in the way that you want, and cover that with a caveat, if you like, an overriding intention to live a life pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Well, then why wouldn't he help you do that? Why wouldn't he help you create not only a life that you want, which is wanting to please him, to create a life you love, loving to please him, loving to live the life that is pleasing to you as well, obviously, you know, using all of the relationships that you have, all of the opportunities that you have, all of the different arenas in your life as a stage to not just play out, but live out in joy, in desire, by choice, this life that you want, that you will love, knowing that you are absolutely perfectly equipped to do so, and that you can. If you'd like some real help to do that for you, and you want to know what I'm on about when I talk about creating the life that you want, to live a life you love, then this masterclass is definitely for you. Again, DM me for the details, or send me an email at connect@farahhalabi.com, and let's spend around about an hour and a half together to really help you find your way, uncover your pathway to not just thinking about it, not just imagining it, not just wishing for it and hoping that it could be possible, but really trusting that you have everything within you to do so. And if you want to know how, then join me next week for my masterclass, Create the Life You Want to Live a Life You Love. As I've said, you can contact me via email, DM me, or pop a message, pop a comment on this thread. As you know, my name's Farah Halabi. I'm a professional Muslimah life coach, and as always, I pray that you are safe, well, happy and healthy, and inshallah I shall see you next week, if not before, for another little convo. But for now, take care. Assalamu alaikum.